When people think about wildlife in Australia, they often picture kangaroos, koalas, and maybe a few snakes. But hidden in forests, deserts, and oceans are creatures that look like they belong in a science fiction movie. Some glow, some hunt in strange ways, and some are so unusual that most people have never even heard of them. In this video, we'll explore 10 of the creepiest Australian creatures you may not know exist. By the end, you'll discover animals that look unusual, behave in surprising ways, and show just how unique Australia's wildlife really is. Most of these animals are not dangerous to people and usually avoid human contact. They may look creepy or strange, but they are also fascinating parts of nature. So, let's begin. Number 10, the giant Gippsland earthworm. At first glance, this may sound like an ordinary earthworm, but the giant Gippsland earthworm is anything but ordinary. It can grow over 1 meter long, which is longer than many snakes. This worm lives underground in parts of southern Australia. Because it stays buried most of the time, people rarely see it. Interestingly, when it moves through soil, it can create gurgling sounds that sometimes surprise farmers walking nearby. Even though its size may feel unsettling, this worm plays an important role. It helps improve soil health by breaking down organic matter. Still, imagining a meter-long worm moving quietly under your feet may feel a little creepy. Number 9, the Stargazer Fish. Next is a creature that hides in a very unusual way. The Stargazer Fish spends most of its time buried in the sand at the bottom of the ocean. Only its eyes and mouth stick out. So when small fish swim past, the stargazer can quickly snap upward and catch its prey. What makes it even stranger is that some species may produce electric shocks. This ability can help them defend themselves from predators. Imagine walking along the beach and knowing a fish might be staring up from under the sand. Nature can be surprising. Number 8, the Australian ghost bat. Australia's only carnivorous bat is sometimes called the ghost bat. Its pale color and thin wings give it a slightly eerie appearance, especially when it flies at night. Unlike many bats that eat insects, ghost bats can hunt small birds, frogs, and even other bats. They often carry their prey back to a cave or rocky shelter to eat. Despite the spooky name, these bats are actually quite shy and avoid humans. They are also considered vulnerable, which means protecting their habitat is important. Number 7, the giant centipede. Australia is home to several large centipedes, and some can grow more than 20 centimeters long. These fast-moving hunters hide under rocks, logs, or leaf litter. At night, they come out to search for insects, spiders, and sometimes small reptiles. Centipedes use venom to capture prey. While their bite can be painful to humans, serious problems are rare. Still, seeing a large centipede move quickly across the ground may make anyone step back for a moment. So far, which creature surprised you the most? Was it the giant worm, the electric fish, or the hunting bat? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, let's continue. Number 6, the frilled lizard. You may recognize the frilled lizard from nature documentaries, but seeing one in real life can still feel surprising. When this reptile feels threatened, it spreads a large frill around its neck. The frill suddenly opens like a colorful umbrella. This display can make the lizard appear bigger and more intimidating to predators. Sometimes it even runs away on its hind legs, almost like a tiny dinosaur. The frill is mostly a defense display, but it certainly gives the lizard a dramatic look. Number 5, the blue-ringed octopus. This small octopus may be one of the most visually striking animals in Australia's waters. Its body is usually yellowish or brown, but when disturbed, it shows bright blue rings. These rings flash as a warning. The blue-ringed octopus carries venom that can be very dangerous. However, it is also extremely small and typically hides under rocks or shells. Most encounters happen when people accidentally touch one. That's why marine experts often remind beach visitors, look, but don't touch. Respecting wildlife helps keep everyone safe. Number 4, the Australian funnel web spider. Many people have heard of this spider, but fewer know how unusual it really is. The funnel web spider builds silk tunnels in the ground or under logs. When insects walk near the entrance, the spider senses vibrations and rushes out quickly. Its appearance may feel intimidating, with strong legs and large fangs. However, funnel web spiders usually prefer to stay hidden rather than interact with people. Researchers have also developed effective treatments for bites, which has greatly improved safety over time. Number 3. The goblin shark of Australian waters. Far offshore, another strange creature sometimes appears in deep water. The goblin shark has a long, flat snout and jaws that can extend outward when catching prey. When scientists first discovered this shark, its appearance surprised many people. Its pale skin and unusual shape make it look very different from typical sharks. Fortunately, goblin sharks live in deep ocean environments, far away from beaches and swimmers. Most people will only ever see one in photos or documentaries. Number 2. The cassowary. At first glance, the cassowary may look like a colorful bird, but this large, flightless bird can reach nearly 2 meters tall. It has bright blue skin on its neck and a hard helmet-like crest on its head. Cassowaries mostly eat fruit in tropical forests and help spread seeds across large areas. They usually avoid humans, but if they feel threatened, they may defend themselves with powerful legs. Watching one walk through the rainforest can feel both fascinating and slightly intimidating. Before we reveal number 1. If you're enjoying this list, consider giving the video a quick like. It really helps the channel grow and reach more wildlife fans. And if you enjoy learning about unusual animals, you might want to subscribe for more videos like this. Now, let's look at our final creature. Number 1. The Tasmanian Devil. The Tasmanian Devil may be one of Australia's most unusual animals. It's a small marsupial with powerful jaws and a surprisingly loud screech. At night, its growls and screams can echo through the forest. Early settlers sometimes found the sounds mysterious and even a little frightening. Despite the name, Tasmanian devils are mostly scavengers. They help clean the environment by eating animal remains. Scientists are also working hard to protect them from a disease that has affected their population in recent years. Their strange voice may sound spooky, but they play an important role in their ecosystem. Final thoughts. Australia is known for having some of the most unique wildlife on Earth. Some creatures may look creepy at first glance, but when we learn more about them, we often discover fascinating adaptations and important roles in nature. From underground worms to deep-sea sharks, each of these animals shows how diverse the natural world can be. And there are still many species scientists are studying and discovering. If you enjoyed exploring these unusual creatures, feel free to like the video and share it with a friend who enjoys wildlife facts. And if you'd like to see more lists about strange animals from around the world, consider subscribing. You can also check out the next video on the channel where we explore some of the most mysterious deep-sea creatures ever discovered. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.